State of awareness in advertising. When advertising, we assume that the reader you are looking for is the prospect for your product. That means he or she shares a defined desire with thousands and perhaps even millions of other people. But how aware is that prospect of that desire? How close is it to the surface of his consciousness? Is he aware only that a problem or need exists, or is aware of they can be satisfied? And if he is aware that a means of satisfaction exists, does he realize that it lies in your group, your products and services, or specifically in your product and services at a given price? The answer to these questions will help you determine the state of awareness of your market, their present state of knowledge about your product, and the satisfaction that your product performs. It is at this precise point of awareness that your headline begins. In its natural development, every market's awareness passes through several stages. The more aware your market, the easier the selling job, the less you need to say. Let's go down the awareness scale step by step. 1. The most aware. In this scenario, the customer knows he wants your product, knows what it does, knows he wants it. At this point, he just hasn't gotten around to buying it yet. Your headline, and in fact, your entire ad, need state little more except the name of your product and a bargain price. The remainder of the advertisement can summarize quickly the most desirable selling points, then add the name of a store or a coupon and close. This is the typical department store discount, mail order bargain type of advertising. It takes advantage of the full weight of all the advertising that has been done on the same product before it. Its addition, its news, is the price or a free gift or instant delivery or proximity in the neighborhood. Its prospect is fully aware, he has all the information he needs. Here the advertiser is nothing more than the merchandise manager's phrase maker. The price is the most important part of his advert. 2. The customer knows of the product but doesn't want it. Here your prospect isn't completely aware of all your product does, or isn't convinced of how well it does it, or hasn't yet been told how much better it now. Here the approach to this market is the great bulk of all advertising. Here you are dealing with product which is known, which has established a brand name, which has already linked itself with an acknowledged public desire and has proven that it satisfied that desire. Here your headline is faced with one of 7 tasks. A. To reinforce your prospect's desire for your product. B. To sharpen his image of the way your product satisfies that desire. C. To extend his image of where and when your product satisfies desire. D. To introduce new proof, details, documentation of how well your product satisfies that desire. E. To announce a new mechanism in that product to enable it to satisfy that desire even better. F. To announce a new mechanism in your product that eliminated former limitation. G. To completely change the image or the mechanism of the product in order to remove it from the competition of other products claiming to satisfy the same desire. In all 7 cases, the approach is the same. You display the name of the product either in the headline or in an equally large logo and use the remainder of the ad to point out its superiority. The rest of the ad is then an elaboration of that superiority, including visualization, documentation and mechanization. When you have finished weaving in every strand of your product's superiority, you're done. 3. Introducing new products. The prospect either knows or recognizes immediately that he wants what the product does, but he doesn't yet know that there is a product that will do it for him. Here the problem is twofold. First, to pinpoint the ill-defined as yet uncrystallized desire that is slowly spreading through people, and second, to crystallize that desire and its solution, so sharply and so dramatically that each and every prospect will recognize it at a glance. The 3 steps in the process are simple: name the desire and its solution in your headline, prove that it is solution in your headline, prove that the solution can be accomplished, and show that the mechanism of that accomplishment is contained in your product. What are the attributes you need? Firstly, analysis. As an advertiser, you will find it necessary to define the particular market most receptive to your product, its location in relation to your product in terms of awareness and sophistication, and the driving emotional forces that have created both that market and the potential for the sales of your product within it. Secondly, intuition, which may be described as the ability to sense a trend at its start, gauge its force and direction, determine the precise moment when it burgeons into a profitable market. Thirdly, verbal creativity, the ability to give a name to the still undefined, to capture a feeling, a hope, a desire, a fear in words to create a catchword or a slogan to focus emotion and gives it a goal.